day. And basically, I'm coming to record this video pretty much just to give some messages that I believe was either channeled or that, I received this morning. That I received this rising about all sorts of stuff. I feel like there were affirmations, and then others were just, I think, messages that the spirit wants the collective to know, but also certain signs. And I feel that maybe these things could be going on with them. This could be things that they're thinking about or concerned about. So without further ado, let me hop right into this. So the first message I received is that I am worthy. It says I am worthy of what I think I am and more. And then the scripture, I want to say it's in Ephesians somewhere, probably the end of Ephesians, where it says that we can have all. It's like thanking the Most High. It's like a prayer or something. And Lord, please help me to come up. It's the verse where it talks about exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think. So that's the scripture that came to my mind. Anyway, I'll put it somewhere in the comments or something like that when I do share this video. The next thought that came to mind was, don't be so eager, just relax. And I kind of felt that energy because, I was going into my meditation, and I'm always really excited about what messages could come forth. And I felt like I could have been trying to think, like I could have been trying to think on purpose. And so it's like Spirit was like, just don't be so eager, just relax. So I feel that that can just translate into so many different areas of our lives. Like, just don't be so eager, just relax, and things will come to us. Not saying to be lazy or not to put in work or effort, but if we are if we go into the temple of our heart and we're preparing a place to be able to meet the Spirit there and receive word or messages, then we don't have to be so eager. We can just patiently wait to receive. That's kind of the feeling that I got. So, um, this message is also for someone in the collective. It says, create your serenity. Create your serenity. And I kind of feel like there could be perceived chaos, or maybe they could really be overthinking some things. They could be feeling really anxious, or maybe they could even feel like, oh, I wish I had this place where I could just go to get some peace, to get some calm, to get some stillness. Um, and Spirit is saying you can create your serenity. And I feel like it's not just about saying you can't. Spirit is telling you, create your serenity. And then the next message that came out for someone was hang in there. And then I was like, that's kind of a broad term, Most High. Like, what is this hanging in there in reference to? And for some people, it's about a job or it's about some type of work. And for others, it's truly about this life. Like some people, like it's been on their spirits, about just remaining in life. And I kind of felt like suicide. It was a faint thought that passed by. Suicide. So Spirit is saying to you, hang in there. Okay. Then then signs started coming up. Taurus, strengthen your mind. Don't continue in pessimism while overthinking. It leads to all sorts of negativity. So this may not be everyone who has their sun placement or whatever placement in Taurus, but it could be for some. Okay. Um, I know that some of us are very analytical. We can overthink. We can dissect everything. And in dissecting everything, sometimes you already have, like, you can go to the extreme, and you can think the worst about certain things, and then make your own self upset, make your own self angry, make your own self sick, make your own self super anxious. Okay. And spirit is like, don't keep doing that. It says replace the negative with a realistic yet positive image or outcome. Because I know that, some people might say that, oh, I'm a realist, or, you know, I like to keep it real. And that means that they focus, for some people, this is Taurian energy here. It could mean that you focus on the negatives that you see. But there is some real positivity as well. And I think spirit wants you to start focusing on that. They say, what else did it say about you guys? I feel like you guys' mind is extremely strong. You guys are very strong minded. And a lot of your power, first of all, anybody's power resides in their minds. But Taurus, for you, it's like spirit is really adamant on you right now about shifting the way that you think. Don't want to spend too much time there. I pray that it resonates. For Aries, I heard stand down. And I actually saw this picture of, like, this warrior with a staff in his hand. And it's like he ready for war. But Spirit said stand down. It said you're warring in your union instead of offering love pure. So what I kind of felt was that it seems like for some Aries, whether it's men or women, it's like you guys are, whether it comes across to you this way or not, it's like you're fighting still. It's almost like you're still using warlike tactics in the way that you are thinking about a relationship, and particularly a love relationship. So it's like you're trying to fight for it or make it happen. Whereas what can work is something way more simple. And that's like, but it may not be simple for you, which is probably why Spirit is having to say it, which is literally you just offering love purely. No scheming, no strategy, okay? No mind games, no trying to dominate or have control. So moving forward, Virgo, the song, Patient. Ooh, y'all, I'm sorry, I woke up. Let's fix that. It said, Patience, little brother, patience, little sister, patience, patience, patience. So the word patience was what I saw or heard or felt first, and then that little song came right to me right after that. And then I needed, like, I'm like, okay, patience about what? And so it says your love is coming around. And then I said, no, not that one. Love for you. And so what I kind of felt in my mind was that as soon as I said your love is coming around, some of you guys may actually immediately think about a certain person. And I'm not saying that for all of you guys that's not the case, but I think that for some of you, or the majority of you, it probably won't be the first person that pops up in your mind. It may be someone else who loves you, not that you love, but who loves you. And I don't mean that like it's gonna be one sided, but it's gonna be more like this person. Like, first of all, this could be you loving on your own self first and foremost, like for real, putting yourself first and really catering to you and your needs. But it could also be like another person, another male, or, for the feminines, and another woman for the masculines. It could be a person who genuinely loves you. And where you used to always be the person giving, someone will be giving to you. That's what I felt. Next sign that got a message is Scorpio. And it says, it's okay if you don't have it all together. You know that, right? And it was like a question. I don't know why I have a period here. I guess I was just writing stuff down. But it was like, it's okay if you don't have it all together. You know that, right? And then it said things can fall apart and still be beautiful. So for Scorpios, some of you guys could be trying to present this image and you could be falling apart. But there's nothing, but Spirit is like trying to let you know that the way that you could be perceiving this fallout or this being not having control of yourself and image, it's like you know that it's okay. Like something beautiful is still here, or you are still beautiful as the person that you are. So yeah, whatever you guys got going on, Spirit is letting you know, like, you don't have to have it all together. You don't got to act like you have it all together. You are still a beautiful being, though things are not going the way that you may have wanted them to. Moving on to Gemini, it says, you ready? And then the word came out, abundance. And so I just kind of put it into a phrase and I was like, you ready for this abundance? So that sounds like some great news as well. All these messages to me are great because they could be coming at a very important time for you. Okay, let's go faster. For the Leos, who this may resonate with, the word solitude, peace, vision, visualize came up, and then the phrase, see what it is you'd like, and then to clarify what actions you can and will take to make it happen. So I'm Leo, so I felt that in my spirit. You know, I felt that I'm trying to manifest some things, and I feel like maybe that could be the same energy with some other Leos. Um, I'm really trying to manifest some stuff, and it's like I don't. It's not like I don't totally know what it is I'm trying to manifest, but it's like I don't know. I have this idea, and so what Spirit is saying is like you need to see it. So whatever it's going to take for you guys or for us to see what it is that we want and that we'd like to have, we need to see it. Whether you need to put it on a vision board, whether you need to put it on your computer, I don't know, whatever may work for you, but you need to see what it is that you're trying to do. That way, that'll help you clarify what steps you actually need to take to make it happen, because it really can. It really can. And then the next phrase that came up is that we're all magical. And then in parentheses, I have all signs. And here's the message that follows that. And it says, tap into your magic. And then I thought about the fact that, like, what if we don't know what our magic is? And Spirit was like, trust me, y'all know, it didn't say this, but it's like, this is the feeling I got. You know your magic. You're already with your magic. And it's like, it started saying your thoughts, your words, your desires, and I have intent. So your desires and intent. And then it says your actions to show evidentiary support of intent. So to summarize it, everything that you think, not everything that you think, but truthfully everything that we think, this is our magic. Everything that we say, this is part of our magic. Our desires and our intentions, this is part of our magic. And then even what we actually do, all of that is part of our magic. But you can't be just doing anything. It has to be in line with your intentions. Trust me, I'm saying this and I might come across forceful, but baby, I gotta tap into my own magic too. So but that's what Spirit wanted to say. But then it also said this, be mindful of what you are creating. A lot of us are magical, already powerful, and we don't got sense enough to know it. And we've been doing things, making things happen, creating things based off of our thoughts, based off of our words, based off of our desires, intentions, and actions, but they have not been in alignment with each other. They've been like sporadic and all over the place. And so because of that, we're creating all of this weird excuse me, I almost said something. We're creating all of these things that don't line up at all with what it is that we really desire. For some people, it may be because they have not actually sat down to figure out what it is they want. They've been just going on in life. And their power, it's like a person who is super powerful but has not harnessed their power. And we are being called to harness our power because what we're creating is not good. And so then the Spirit was like, stopping now. So that was all the messages, guys. I pray that these resonate with you all. I thank the Most High for this opportunity. And that's that with that, guys. Shalom.